Welcome everyone to the very first episode of Mental Health Matters for Developers, where we dive deep into the mental well being of software developers and those working in tech. I'm your host, Mohsin Raz, and today we're tackling a topic that doesn't get the attention it deserves: mental health in the tech industry. In today's fast paced and high pressure world of tech, where innovation and productivity often take center stage, it's easy to lose sight of something incredibly important: our mental health. But here's the thing: prioritizing mental well being shouldn't just be a nice to have, it should be essential. Because looking after mental health is not only the right thing to do, it's key to avoiding burnout and sustaining productivity over the long term. Let's think about the workplace factors that could be affecting mental health in tech. Identifying these stressors is critical if we want to create solutions that genuinely support well being, both at work and in daily life. When mental health is neglected, businesses see the consequences: lower productivity, high turnover, and employees who feel disengaged and drained. Did you know that in 2022, the Burnout Index surveyed over 32,000 tech professionals across 33 countries? And the results were honestly pretty eye opening. For example, 62% of tech professionals reported feeling physically and emotionally drained by their jobs. For women, that figure rises to 69%, and for men, it's 56%. Imagine that: nearly 7 in 10 women in tech end their workday feeling exhausted. It doesn't stop there. 2 out of every 5 tech professionals surveyed were at high risk of burnout, and 42% of those individuals said they were considering leaving their job within the next 6 months. This burnout epidemic is real, and it's affecting tech workers everywhere. Another aspect that's often overlooked: imposter syndrome. Tech moves fast, really fast, and keeping up can feel like an impossible task, making many feel like they're just not good enough even when they are. This sense of self doubt can be incredibly damaging over time. Now, while employers do have a responsibility to address these issues, there are things we, as individuals, can do to support our own mental well being. Each of us has a role to play in caring for our mental health, and sometimes it's the little things that make a big difference. Practicing mindfulness, for example, is proven to reduce stress and enhance mental clarity. Now, mindfulness can look different for everyone. It could mean meditating, trying some breathing exercises, visualizing positive outcomes, or even journaling. It's all about finding what works for you to manage those moments of stress and anxiety. Then there's work life balance. Setting clear boundaries between work and personal life doesn't just protect our mental health, it actually boosts performance. Employees who manage this balance tend to be more productive and motivated, and that, in turn, benefits not just the individual but the entire team. But let's be real: sometimes we need help beyond what we can do on our own. Therapy and counseling can be game changers. They offer a safe space for self exploration and awareness, and they can help us find new ways to cope with stress. And here's the important part: seeking help is okay. It's actually a sign of strength, not weakness. Employers too have a part to play. With remote and hybrid work becoming the norm, communication is more critical than ever. Managers need to keep their teams engaged, and that requires the right tools and support. Social connections, even virtual ones, help prevent isolation, and regular team events can create a sense of belonging. Another thing: feedback. When employees feel heard, it impacts emotional security positively. So, if you're an employer, encourage feedback through surveys or regular reviews. Create an open culture that lets everyone voice their concerns without fear. And here's one for all the tech companies out there: provide the tools your teams need to succeed. Imagine asking a developer to cut down a tree with a toothpick instead of an axe. Frustrating, right? When we don't have the right resources, it just adds unnecessary stress. Finally, employers should consider providing access to employee assistance programs or mental health first aiders. These are small but significant gestures that show employees that their mental health matters. And when leadership supports these initiatives with empathy, it creates a workplace where people feel safe to seek support if they need it. So, to all the software developers, engineers, and tech professionals out there, your mental health matters, remember, you're not alone, and there are steps you can take and that your employers can take to create a healthier, more supportive workplace. Thank you for tuning in to Mental Health Matters for Developers. If you found today's episode helpful, please share it with your colleagues or anyone else who might benefit. Together, we can build a more supportive tech industry, one conversation at a time.